Hey mama, welcome to Your Purpose Poppin'. I'm Danielle and this is your bite-sized boost to reset your mindset, release the chaos, and step back into your day with purpose and peace. Over the next few minutes, we'll get refocused, refreshed, and realigned. So let's get to it. Okay, mamas. So today I want to spend a little bit of time. Of course, I'm going to ask you a question today. It's a purpose pop-in, and I always try to get you thinking. And so this week, I want to get you thinking about where it is in your life that you feel like a hot mess. Because last week we talked about guilt, mom guilt, right? Or the shame. And if you did not listen to last week's episode and you feel mom guilt, which we all do if we're honest, then you should go back and listen to those episodes because I do get into how to get yourself out of that guilt, that shame spiral and to move forward from that. But I started to think about because a lot of times we spend time thinking about all of these things that you guys have told me that you struggle with or that I used to struggle with. And the four biggest ones that I hear are the mom guilt, the self-doubt, time management, right? And also overwhelm. Those four things we spend a lot of time talking about, but what is it that we want most? I know we talk about joy and we want to be happy and we want to be fulfilled and all of those things, but something that we crave, I believe that we all crave, is to be present in our moments. And how do we become present in our moments? And this is something where we have a lot of struggles, right? We have a lot of overwhelm. When you have all of these things that you're dealing with, it is really hard to be present in the moment and to be present with your kids and to be present, with whoever it is that you are with at that given moment. And so I wanted to get into this week, but I want to first start with you thinking about where it is in your life that you feel the most out of control, or when is it that you feel the most like a hot mess, right? Like, is it in the morning when you're trying to get everybody up and get going for the day? Or is it when you're trying to make dinner every day, right? Like, is that the time? Is it around all the meals, right? I know that sometimes that can feel really stressful. Is it when you have to be somewhere at a specific time? Is that when you feel like the most hot mess? Is it at bedtime? Is it, when you try to implement a routine and you feel like nothing is going right and you can't ever get, a routine going, so you can't get bedtime at the same time every night? Or is it around nap time? So for the next couple of days, I would love for you to just think about it. When you're in those moments, think, oh gosh, this is right now. This is when I feel the most like a hot mess. And you can pinpoint it. And on Thursday, we're going to get into what you can do in those moments or in any moment to bring yourself into a place where you are more present in your moments, where you can actually, within these moments where you feel the most out of control, how you can reel it in, or what you can do to start recognizing and start turning that around so that you don't go into a spiral during those moments, so that it isn't always complete chaos when it's bedtime or when it's mealtime or when it's time to be at an appointment or whatever it is for you. I just want you to take that inventory over the next couple of days because I have a quote that I want to share with you. And this is from Sherry Huber that says, "How you do anything is how you do everything." And when I first read that quote, I resisted a little bit because I was like, how I do anything is not how I do everything, right? Like, I'm not always a hot mess. I'm not, always overwhelmed. I'm not always acting this way, right? But when you really start to unpack that, how you do anything is how you do everything. And what I mean by that, or why I actually believe this quote to really be true, is because if you go at things like with your gut or with your heart or with your head or however you operate, that is how you operate. So once you start to figure out how you operate, you are able to take control of that a little more, right? So if I always know that I'm a gut person, I am someone who is always going to operate with a gut feeling of how I'm feeling in the gut, in the moment, then that is how I'm going to do. But if I'm a head person and I'm always thinking things through, then how I do anything is how I do everything, right? So I'm going to always be thinking or analytical or whatever it is, right? Because how you do anything is actually how you do everything. This is one of the reasons that I have a test that we take in my coaching program so that we figure out what it is that you are conditioned towards, where it is that you go. We figure out what it is that makes you tick, because once you know that and once you understand yourself, then you are better able to deal with all the situations. So for now, I just want you to think about where it is in your days or in your life where you feel the most out of control or the most like a hot mess during the day, okay, during your mom life. And between now and then, please go check out prioritizewithpurpose.com, prioritizewithpurpose.com, where I offer prioritization clarity calls to help you get clear on all of the things we talk about on this podcast and more, so that you can take back control of your days. And I will meet you right back here on Thursday. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, Mama. If so, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and then hit share and send this to a mom who needs this in her day. I'll meet you right here on Thursday. Keep smiling, y'all.